What on earth? Okay, we're back. Zen the fuck out. What's the time? Cool. Yeah, sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. I changed my VPN. I turned it off, and it turned off my internet. So yeah, start the stream again. Or we'll just pick up where we left off, really. But Polkadot is having a nice bounce off of here. In the short term, if you did want to trade this, just to get to the top of the channel, from where we currently are now, that would roughly be a 46% move. This is on the log chart, so that's a bit mad. But definitely within reach. It's not too difficult for Polkadot to do something like that. So in terms of the time frame, maybe mid-March, end of the month, maybe. Hard to say. Just have to wait and see, really. Synthetics is broken out of this downwards ascending channel, which I spoke about. Still within this upwards ascending channel on the larger scale, larger time frame sort of thing. If you pull it back here, it's been in this uptrend since November 2020. It did touch the orange line, the 200 SSMA, ever so briefly, but it got bought up very, very quickly. And if you did buy that dip, then you would be up currently 65% in like 8 days, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, hopefully now price continues to hold the white line as support, and we go to the upper side of this ascending channel. And yeah, if you did want a competitor to synthetics, then a coin to look out for as well is Linear, LINEA. Refinance, I did mention this in today's video, but it's bounced off of the orange line here. I would expect further price appreciation as the roadmap and further key events are happening. So it's good to see. Matic as well, just going on an absolute freaking tear. I can't remember when I bought, was it here or so? Yeah, I think it was around this region here. Setting a new all-time high in the last couple of days. Having a bit of a cool down now. I expect it to possibly test the white line, the 8 SSMA. So potentially it could enter into an accumulation phase before the next blast off. It's just ever since it announced that it was planning to add interoperability features to their project, it's just gone absolutely ballistic. Market cap is around $1 billion now. Pundi X looks to be consolidating at the 0.618 Fibonacci extension, and that's a good sign. Potentially could enter an accumulation phase in this region or so before the next leg up, sort of like what it did here. So just have to keep your eyes on it. Jesus Christ. So coti, I believe coti, we'll go back to RSR, but coti has announced news with Apple Pay. If we have a look at that really quick. So it hasn't really done much for the daily price on coti. If we have a look, plus 6% for the day, not bad. But all in all, it's looking good for coti. Had a good a crossover of the EMAs, or the SMMAs. Still within this uptrend now. We're respecting this white line, potentially in an accumulation phase before the next move. Sugar. Yeah, so something like this. Hopefully price sustains itself, we trade sideways, and then we have the next leg up. Really hard to say. I was on another coin before. It was RSR, I believe. Yeah, RSR That's just done absolutely ridiculous in the last couple of days or so. Since the since the Feb dump on like the 23rd, it's up roughly 100%, I believe. Okay, 94%, 81%, depending on when you got in. But that is not too shabby in my opinion. Not too shabby at all. I found that these moving averages, they're quite easy to sort of trade with. The 8 SSMA and the 50, they're quite well respected. As soon as the orange line gets touched, you want to buy. And if you're looking to trade, then when we're going in an uptrend and we're above the white line, then that's when you can sort of look for entries on a lower time frame, like a 15-minute or like 5-minute or even 4-hour. That just depends on your trading style. But yeah, RSR market cap for RSR is still very, very small in my opinion. I think it's like 600 million, 500 million. Let me just double check in case I'm waffling and chatting rubbish, which I don't think I am. There we go, 600 million. So no, that's pretty much what I said. So yeah, I can definitely see this getting to $1 billion market cap. That would be 30%, 50% is 30. So roughly a 50% move from here. That would constitute or correspond, I should say, with roughly a nearly a 10-cent price for RSR. With the current momentum, I can definitely see that happening, breaking out of this ascending channel. We saw what happened last time it broke out of a descending channel. Price appreciated quite a bit. One area to sort of look out for though is the previous all-time high of around 7 cents. But I definitely think this coin has the power. It's a stable coin. They do have ties with Coinbase and other notable people and organizations in the crypto space, so it's got that going for it, I should say. Currently it is above the white line, indicating we could be about to go to the moon. Cardano more or less did what I was expecting. I think I drew this on a 4-hourly time frame, was it? Yeah, I drew this on a 4-hourly time frame, or maybe a 1-hourly time frame. Regardless of the time frame, it's trending bullish. There has been a bit of a sell-off due to sort of buying the rumor, buying the news, selling the, how does the phrase go? Buy the rumor, sell the news. There was a merry update, I believe it was, for Cardano in the last couple of days, and that did lead to some price appreciation. The same thing happened in like summer last year. There was a key event, price sort of rallied up a bit, and then there was quite a big sell-off. But Cardano's held up very well, very, very well. Congrats if you got in below like these levels here, 37 cent, because you'd be up significantly. But I do believe it could be entering another accumulation phase. We did get rejected from the all-time high, so I would expect sort of the price to sort of charge, reload, consolidate in and around these levels here, do some ziggy zaggy, chop, like so, before maybe having a wick down and then breaking out, or it could just go straight up. It's hard to say, but yeah, I would, even though now is like the Cardano is sort of high relative to where it's been, I do believe there is further upside, because just looking at the Fibonacci extensions, I'm not going to go over all of them, but like the maximum Fibonacci extension would be around $6 or so. If Bitcoin does like a, I don't know, 3x, 5x from here, whatever, it's definitely possible for Cardano to do a 5x from here. So that would correspond with roughly $7 ADA. So that would even extend past the maximum fib extension. And often these altcoins as well, they tend to outperform Bitcoin. So potentially even more than 5x this year, we could see. Looking at the graph as well, I mentioned this on my channel. Within an accumulation phase at the moment, it is a good pick for token metrics, or from token metrics, in my opinion. If you have a look at this really quick, we'll go over like monthly indices. I don't even know why I'm giving away this information for free, to be honest, but hey, here I am. If you haven't already, if there's anyone watching, please like the video just to get more eyes looking at it. We'll go over coins with a good score. Is there anyone watching? 2 people watching. Cool. Yeah, I was just talking about coti actually. Coti, it's good. The white paper swap roadmap will appear in a few days. So yeah, could someone like the video then? At least one person. But yeah, coti, I've had my eyes on coti from like last year, but I was never really like fully invested. I was more or less trading it. I wasn't really like 100% sort of invested into it. But yeah, the parsec as well, still within an accumulation phase. It did have this breakout attempt on the 22nd of February, but it didn't stick. Ultimately, that is good for the price of parsec. It just means that you can accumulate it for cheaper. I'm just waiting for like a move like this, you know, like we saw from December till January, where it just went up 3x. That would make me a very happy man. I can't even remember what my parsec is. Engine coin as well. Shit, man. I was eyeing up this coin. I was eyeing it. I didn't buy any, but I was eyeing it. And yeah, it's up significantly right now. It's up 181% just from the 23rd of Feb, which is crazy. In like how many days? 8 days? Yeah, 8 days. Freaking hell, man. Absolutely nuts. But yeah, clear bullish trend. Gaming is quite big. I think engine coin are also related to NFTs as well. So if we look at the market cap for engine, come on guys, give me at least one like between. Oh shit, okay, we got 3 likes, my bad. I take that back. Yeah man, feel free to go for coti. We'll look at coti market cap, then we'll go for engine. It's funny because I was telling my mates about crypto, and my friend, whose name will remain anonymous, his first pick himself was coti, and he picked well, so I'm proud of him. But yeah, coti is a little gem. Look at this market cap, man. It's just like a little crypto baby ready to be nurtured, have money poured into it to grow, and your bags to just multiply. With Apple Pay, shit, man. Mate, you guys already know, man. I don't even have to hype it up. You guys already know. It's just looking. Look at that, year on year, 8x. Fucking hell. So wait, it was 20 cent. Now it's at 23. So within a day, 15%. That is not too bad. And this is just, hold on. This is just for the day, right? I'm sure as news spreads, coti, Apple Pay. As news spreads, more people will sort of be drawn into the coti ecosystem and be looking to buy it. Where is it? I saw the article somewhere, maybe on Twitter, but yeah, you guys know what's up already. Engine coin as well. What's the market cap? Is it in the billions? So close to getting to the $1 billion regions. But I think this, if I'm not mistaken, it should be a first mover in its space. I don't really know any other coins that are as big as Engine coin, that have the market cap of Engine coin, doing what they do. Yeah, they are into NFTs, as I just reconfirmed. But yeah, steady growth year on year. Now, obviously, I'm thinking far ahead into the future, not guaranteed, but I could see like the next version of gaming, like not the PS5, PS6 or whatever, if they were to hopefully integrate like crypto NFTs into like gaming. I know that's like far-fetched and not guaranteed because the tech is still being developed, but like that would be fucking crazy. Like imagine like you're playing Madden or FIFA or whatever, and you're able to like sell your card in real life for cash. That would be crazy. It would be a bit techie because there's like economic factors that you have to consider into like the coins and the cards and shit like that. But with the right minds, definitely possible. My trade's coming up all right. When there is a retracement, I probably will add to it. I'm annoyed at myself though, because literally this position was double the size it was. So I'd have like £500 right now if I didn't fuck it up and just like take out half. But we move, man. We move. I just have to keep on going, learn from my mistakes. Because to be honest, yeah, I've only been in crypto from like May. I started trading in December, so that's like 3-4 months. So I'm bound to make rookie mistakes. But what's important is that you learn from them, or that I learn from them, and you guys learn from my mistakes and just not do stupid shit. Other coins as well. If anyone's talking in the comments. Frontier. Let me see. I can't remember what they do exactly. Frontier. For the life of me, I cannot remember what they do. Okay, it's looking alright. Let me have a look at the market cap. Front. So quite low down. Market cap's quite small. A lot of room for growth. But what do? They are in the DeFi sector, which is a good sign. A chain agnostic DeFi aggregator layer. Okay, so yeah, potentially could be quite good. But in terms of layer, what do they mean exactly? So Frontier is a chain agnostic DeFi aggregator layer. To date, we have added support for DeFi on Ethereum, Binance Chain, Band Chain, Carver, yada yada yada. We enter Polkadot ecosystem. Okay. And we will now put vigorous efforts towards Serum. With our applications, users can participate in protocol tracking and management, staking, best rate, asset swapping, liquidity provision, CDP creation, and monitoring, and more. So I don't know what CDP creation is, but this is good. They have a couple good buzzwords like Polkadot ecosystem. The Binance chain is not really something of significance, but they are on Ethereum, Carver as well. Harmony, that is a good sign. But in terms of, okay, so they're on Cosmos. Okay, so yeah, they seem like they know what they're doing. Integrated with quite a few good projects. They're on Yearn Finance. Okay. And they are, oh shit. So this might be a good gem, you know. If we look at it, they are planning to integrate Solana, Elrond, Polkadot, Kusama, although arguably Polkadot and Kusama are the same thing. But shit, man. So basically, it reminds me of something like what Reef Finance does, where they would help you find the best yield. So hold on, let me go to Yearn Finance. Because Reef Finance and Yearn Finance are basically the same thing, but Reef Finance isn't up and going yet. So the best example to sort of give you guys is Yearn. So you can see here, Yearn is like the first mover in this space. It was like the success speaks for itself. But it's got $1 billion market cap. This though is mainly because of the supply, which they have increased. But that doesn't change the fact that this sort of service, like not a robo-advisor, like an automated yield like provision aggregator sort of thing, service sort of thing, that is something that I could see becoming a bigger trend. And obviously this is just on the Ethereum ecosystem at the moment. But now, if we have, where did it go? So a project like Frontier now, like Reef, if this, like thinking ahead now, and like these blockchains are up and running and whatnot, something like this, I could see it accruing in value, simply just because of the interoperability, functionality behind it. So definitely a project to keep an eye on. In terms of the market cap in comparison to something like this is 1.2. This is 70 million. So 1,200 divided by 70. So just to get to where YFI is, it would have to do roughly a 17x to sort of get there. That would take some time. It's never immediate. But how long has this project been around for? That's something I need to actually research. So it's been around since October. It went absolutely crazy in like February. Seems to be consolidating now at the moment. So yeah, refinance and this project. I'm gonna write this down. Frontier. Just because at the moment it's just like ideas, you know. It's you can see where they're going, but it's not a final product. But when it does sort of get going on all of these different blockchains, then that would be a very, very good sign. So they do have an app. Okay. Interesting. I will have to do some more research into this. But yeah, they are set up on the right blockchains, which is a good sign. All of these interoperable blockchains, Matic, Cosmos, well, I don't think Harmony is interoperable, but Cosmos and Matic definitely interoperable. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on this project. It's a low cap gem. How high will Bitcoin go today? This is sort of my price target here, around 54. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I probably will keep this position open for quite a while because it's a good entry. Like, let's say, you know, we surge past 58,000, then just for fun, actually, I know this doesn't. Let me just calculate something. So if Bitcoin went to 150,000, I would get a 10x on my trade, which would be crazy. But I'll probably take profits before then. But yeah, just thought that'd be interesting. Cool. So would you still buy coti at these levels? Yeah, man, you're not really buying. You're not like, whenever you're investing here, you're not like. There's a difference between investing and trading. So like, if you're trading, you're looking in like the short term, in the next couple hours, day, week, or whatever. But if you're investing, then you know you need a longer time horizon. Like, you need a couple months, couple years potentially. Like, you can see here, just it took a year basically for this coin to go crazy. If you are gonna buy this coin, though, obviously it is quite overextended. But we're in a bull run, so if I was to buy this coin, it wouldn't be for the short term. This isn't a coin that I would trade. We'll get into coins that I trade a bit later on. This would be something I would hold for like 2-3 months, at least 1 quarter, just so I can see the gains from it, because there will be most likely a sharp retracement. When that's gonna happen, I have no idea. But you're not buying it for what it's worth now. You're buying it for what it's gonna be worth down the line. You know, down the line, when all these people are using coti Pay, because I believe it's was it Southeast Asian sort of payment provider for people who are unbanked in the remote parts of the world, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong there, but it's when that picks up, you know, when they have access. I think they're gonna have a card as well, coti card. I could be mistaken, but basically you just want to wait until it's popular and it's really being used. So it would be an investment, not a trade. But for the price it is, it's not really the best investment per se. Doesn't mean that it won't continue to go up though, but yeah, those are my 2 cents on that. They do have some notable investors as well. So Ernest and Young being the one that has caught my eye, and that is a good sign in my opinion. We'll go back to the comments. Yo, getting a lot of comments. What do you think about Front? I already commented. Front, unfortunately, all small cap coins already had huge pump. Yeah, man. It's tough. It's tough. The thing is, yeah, if you want to get small caps, like the absolute best thing to do for small caps is you want to go to Uniswap and then you just want to buy them. So what you want to bear in mind, be careful of, are the gas fees. Yeah. So I don't know what your portfolios are like, how much money you guys have, but you want to try buy on the weekend, depending on how much money you have. If you have money to spare, then you could just buy whenever. But you want to try to use Uniswap or the Ethereum ecosystem in general when the gas fees are cheap. So it's relatively cheap at the moment. 100 Gray for standard transaction. It should take, I don't know, maybe 5 to 20 minutes for a transaction to go through. But when this starts going upwards of like 150, 200, it was even at 1,000 Gray at one point in the last couple of weeks. You don't want to be using Uniswap right then. But in general, Uniswap is where you get the gems. You get the gems on Uniswap. You can like liquidity mine, and then when they get listed on these bigger exchanges, you can like take out your tokens or whatever, and then you can you just put them over on the exchange and then you sell. That's how you get the crazy gains. So even though yes they've pumped a lot on Uniswap, when they get a Binance listing, that just multiplies even further. So in terms of the best coins here, it's hard to say really. I would have to look back at this, but yeah. Any more comments? Mate, I'm done with XRP. With SXP, man. I bought it last year. I just believe it's a I believe it is a manipulated coin. It's done quite well since November. I won't lie to you guys, but like I got in, I don't know, was it here or something? It did something crazy, went to like $5 or whatever, $4 something. Then it just like this was just completely unnatural. Like there was no reason, unless the like early investors got like released their tokens or something. I don't understand why the price would just dramatically go down so rapidly for no reason. Having said that though, it has had a bullish crossover with our SMMAs. That's a good sign. It hasn't really held the white line like I'd hope, so that's a cause for concern. And just because of what happened to me last year, I'm very cautious of this coin. I put in like 500 in this coin, man, and it basically evaporated, man. Imagine you're trying to buy the dip and it just keeps dipping. It just keeps dipping. Like, mate, I don't know. You could still buy this. This could be like a good coin to buy. Like this seems to be a fairly significant level here. If I draw a quick fib, so yeah, at the moment it's at the 0.382 fib level more or less. But this coin gives me crypto PTSD. But invest at your own will and own choice. Bitcoin still on the move, which is good. Let me look at the 4 hour. Man, I should have doubled down in this trade. In fact, I should have kept this trade open because I had a small position here. And then I closed it. I opened up one here, but I'm catching the bottoms. That's my main concern. Looking at this candle here, this is a strong indication that this will continue to go up. So what you're looking for, if you don't already, guys, I would recommend getting a TradingView account and then just getting like adding these trend lines and these indicators, you know, like the MACD. And I also use Heikin-Ashi candles as well because they're good for indicating momentum. Basically, when you have like no lower wick, like these things here, when there's no lower wick, it indicates that you're in strong momentum to the upside or to the downside or whatever. And similarly for the downside as well. And then when you see sort of dojis, so like wicks like this one here, like this one, then that's sort of an indication of indecision. So either to the upside or downside, that sort of indicates consolidation or just a breakdown of the trend. So these are sort of good things to keep in mind when you're trading, because you want to be catching the momentum or catching the dip sort of thing, you know. But what was I saying? I can't even remember. I'm sort of rambling. Benchmark protocol. I'll have a look at benchmark. Cool. Like the video as well if you haven't already. Might as well. It's free. Benchmark protocol. So it's on Uniswap. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying some of these coins that are on Uniswap are also available on 1 inch. I think 1 inch is a bit better though, because you could trade with what do you call it, man? The Chi gas token, so it reduces your gas fees. I mentioned this in today's video, but you can trade a lot cheaper. This is the Chi gas token here, and the Chi gas token also goes up in value as gas fees go higher. So it's a nice hedge against Ethereum gas fees. But yeah, most of the coins available on Uniswap are available on 1 inch as well. You can see these yields, these APYs. I am not yield farming on Uniswap or 1 inch simply because of gas fees, but feel free to do that because, mate, over a year, if you put in 1 ETH worth into a pool like this, you get 62% basically, which is not bad. If Ethereum went to like £10,000 or dollars over the year, you'd make $6,000 just from adding liquidity. But you need to be careful. You wouldn't want to sort of go in and out. You just have to leave it there because gas fees will eat away from your profits. But you guys wanted benchmark protocol. So if I have a look at the market cap, benchmark, I don't know what they do. I have heard of them. Shit then. Okay, so they're a rebase token. I have been stung by rebase tokens. Some of them are good though. Like Ample Fourth is a good rebase token to trade because when it's below $1, it rebases to $1. It's easy to trade, but this coin I don't really know what it does. I would have to look into it. Shit then. Okay, so it has had a lot of growth in the last 30 days in terms of the market cap at least. Shit. What? It went from $2 million market cap to what? 33. Shit, so like nearly 15x. In terms of what they do, shit, this is still a little baby. Okay, wait, hold on guys. So in terms of rebase tokens, I think Ampleforth has the largest market cap. So yeah, Ampleforth 300 million, let's say 380. Benchmark just to get there, so 10x just to get to where Ampleforth is. I don't know what the use case for benchmark is, so I don't know if I'm going to go over it at the moment, but definitely want to keep an eye on. I would be careful with rebase tokens though, because they can mate, they can get you wrecked if the tokenomics of it is weird. The main thing to watch out for though of these rebase tokens is the market cap, because that's how the price is calculated more or less. So this coin I would stay away from because yeah, let me not even go into it. Just stay away from it. But yeah, in terms of this project for the last 7 days, it's looking good. In an uptrend, quite overextended right now, so I'm not sure if I'd buy it right now per se. Shit. I'm guessing this is the pre-sale price. Excuse me. And there was a sell-off. I'm just guessing here. I actually really don't know the fundamentals behind it. But depending on the token schedule for the early investors, if they got all of the equity released upon pre-sale or whether it's a monthly thing, this could be a good coin to buy. Currently, we are above the white line, our volatile support line. Hopefully, in the next, I don't know, couple months or so, it could surpass the orange line or so. So that would mean, is that even possible? So just to get to this orange line here, the 200 SSMA, it would have to do a 26x. I don't really think that's possible if the largest rebase token is ample fourth and the market cap is around 10x the size of this. I'd say short term, let's be a bit more conservative, and around here, so could see happening. If it surpasses that, then hey, shit, no one's gonna complain. But just to keep you guys expectations realistic, I think that is an achievable target, a 10x from here. Frontier, yeah, I need to look into Frontier, man. Where's the super low cap gems? So in terms of super low cap gems, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what would make sense in my opinion, because the project looks solid, but obviously everyone's gonna dump as soon as they get their tokens, more or less, especially if it's all at once. But also, okay, no, so this is the end of November, because there was a sort of crypto crash in like early November, mid December, but this doesn't really correspond with that. But yeah, I wouldn't bet the farm. Maybe put like 1 to 3% in here, but it's on Uniswap, so I don't know. If you don't mind paying fees, then go ahead. But yeah, before we get to the low cap gems, if you haven't liked the video already, like the video, because I'm giving you guys some tip top information that cost me £400 of my own money to pay for. So would appreciate it if I could get a like at least. So we're gonna go over low caps, but not in Uniswap, because it doesn't make sense in my opinion. We could possibly go over that a bit later on, but it just doesn't make sense in my opinion. Unless you guys are whales and you haven't told me. But yeah. So in terms of low caps, have I updated this? So what this does here, this gives you a sort of a portfolio for the month. You can see here from March 1st till April 1st. And yeah, you can choose between lower than 30 million or above 30 million in terms of market cap. And if you just spread your coins out according to these recommendations, then you could do quite well. But it's quite subjective. So you can see here the performance of the index in comparison to how Bitcoin is done. So more or less outperforming it. But shit, man, I should have bought this coin. Yeah, more or less outperforming it, but they are lower caps, so there is a lot more risk. So I wouldn't bet the farm on these. But a couple to keep an eye on. The number one, in my opinion, is Coco BX. So I know Coco BCX. Fucking hell. I know it's had a big pump today, but it's a good monthly hold What the fuck is this about? Huh? Huh? Am I seeing shit? What? What? Hold on. I'm a bit confused. Hold on, guys. Let me just wrap my head around this. Make sure I'm not seeing shit. Huh? What? Are you on crack? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? I'm what? You're telling me? Hold on a minute. What the fuck, bruh? 0.0002 Hold on, guys. I'm just I'm calculating something. 0.9 divided by shit, man. So in the space of 3 months, this coin has done a 365 or 360x. Just leave it at that, because what's the market cap? The market cap for this is 36 million. Oh my god, that makes sense. Fuck. So it must have been like maybe 1 or 2 million. It must have, wait, so from 11 million, that doesn't make sense. So the market cap is on a 4x, but the price is mate. Okay, regardless of me being blown away, this coin is a low cap, very low cap, on Binance, low fees, to do with NFTs. I don't know the fundamentals behind it. I just know that it's a good pick from Token Metrics, and shit, man, fuck, you've seen the numbers for yourself, guys. Look at that. In the last year, obviously, that takes into consideration the price back here, but it's a bit crazy, to be honest. It's a bit crazy. Regardless of that, now this isn't set in stone. I don't know if this will. Okay, hold on. We'll come back to the picks. I don't know if it'll come up with the projection. I think it only does it for like the top 100 coins. Okay, no, it does. But yeah, it's had a it's had a nice pump. NFTs, guys, they're quite big in crypto. So shit, man, I'm fucking blown away. Fuck, man, that just a pound in there and you'd fucking mate. Let me calm down a bit. But yeah, these are the low cap gems. Nord Finance. Let's have a look at that. Shit, I'm gonna have to rearrange my portfolio then. Shit, I'm blown away. Nord Finance, $11 million market cap. Nothing's guaranteed, as you know. 30 mil. Sorry, in the last 30 days, it's gone up like 3x. Whew. Consolidating at the moment. So, in the same fashion that it consolidated from what do you call it? From like all throughout Feb and had its pump 1st of March. Oh my god, I should have bought this coin. I sort of expect the same thing to happen again, and for it to go up even more. And obviously this is a tiny coin. 11 million market cap. Just to get to like 100 mil, which is relatively small, that would be just under a 10x. I'm guessing there's some sort of DeFi like wallet token or something. I don't exactly know. All I know is the market cap is tiny. It's available on Binance. You can buy it for cheap. That's all that matters, man. Alpha Finance as well, one of my picks for the month. I don't own any. I own a shit ton of Terra, guys. Even though it's not a small micro. Okay, hold on, wait. Maybe I'm going over the wrong coins. Yeah, I think I was. But more or less, some of them are the same. Nord Finance, 50% allocation is saying. Coco BX is saying you should allocate 23%. All these other coins, I do not know. Qcash, but we can have a look. Qcash. Fuck, man, that Coco BX is taking me by surprise, man. Shit. You know what? Yeah, it might just be a good idea. Just buy like 20-50 pounds worth of each of these coins, maybe even 100. Just leave it for like the year, forget about it, come back to it. If it does like 2000x, then you've made yourself a shit ton of money just from like 50 pounds. So this coin, Qcash, Satoshi value is going down, Ethereum value is going down, fiat value is going up. So it depends on what you guys value. Do you value hard money like Bitcoin and Ethereum, or do you like dirty fiat that's infinite and worthless? Up to you, your choice. But yeah, you can see the trend here. Up in fiat, down in crypto terms. That's that. Nothing really to talk about other than that. CNY. See, this is why I like tokenmetrics, man. You would never think of looking at these coins in your own right. Like, even though you do sort of scroll through Coin Market Cap and CoinGecko, you never really go all the way to like the 6,000th coin, like, or even the 900th coin for that matter. It's not looking so good in my opinion. Similar thing with the other coin, the Qcash. It's going, well, it's not really going up in fiat. It's staying the same in fiat and going down in crypto. So, and yeah, since its inception, or since its all-time high, it's just going down. So, I wouldn't touch this. Let's see if there's any hope for this other coin. Kunos X. Let's see if I can remember to spell that. Kunos X. I'm predicting it's going to be the same thing. Yeah, more or less the same thing. Up in fiat, down in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, this could also partly be due to the fact that Bitcoin and Ethereum have been going on a tear. But, mate, shit. I mean, I knock it, but like you can see the return from July alone. But obviously this was like a relatively low point for this coin. And yeah, you would have to look into the market cap of this coin, but sorry, not the market cap, the roadmap of this coin. But in my opinion, this Nord one looks alright here. It's going up in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, and fiat as well. In fact, it just made an all-time high yesterday. So it shows whatever's going on, there is some activity there. And yeah, market cap is very, very small. The Coco BX. Sorry, no, was it Coco BX? Hold on. Yeah, the Coco BX as well. It's a good play as well. Because it's not only recommended on the small cap monthly pick or whatever, it's recommended as well in the normal, just no limit on the market cap recommendation index. That was a long sentence, but you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, in terms of non-low cap index, these are all stable coins: Tether, USDC, Paxos Standard. But you can see here, guys, Coco BX, Terra, which I have a fat allocation in, a fat stack. Sorry, let me calm down. But yeah, I'm hoping like a 2x, 3x for Coco BX. Obviously, if you have Bitcoin already, then don't. Well, you could buy more Bitcoin. I don't know. but I'm not gonna buy more Bitcoin. I'll just trade that. But Alpha, Terra, Coco BX, all looking like good picks. This Grossel coin sounds like some next Swedish sweet or something. At the moment, the index is underperforming the Bitcoin ROI. This could stay underperforming the Bitcoin ROI if Bitcoin just continues to like go on a rampage, because Bitcoin is the OG. Bitcoin is like, it's just the OG. It's the granddaddy of the whole crypto space. You can't tell Bitcoin what to do. Bitcoin tells you what to do. If Bitcoin tells you sit down, you sit down. But yeah, besides a parabolic move from Bitcoin, then this would most likely outperform Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's volatility remains stable, it just, it doesn't surpass 58k and it's just like, trading sideways or whatever, then these alts could outperform Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin just goes crazy, then I could see these alts maybe not, well, they wouldn't outperform Bitcoin, but it would be a bit sticky. Shit then. Fuck, a lot of people. Where do I go? Does pancake swap have a future? I do not. I'm not really messing with the Binance smart chain like that. I mean, in my opinion, I would say its future is short-lived. Just most of the innovation is happening on Ethereum. Like this is like a gimmick here. I'm not trying to be racist or offensive here, but you know how certain parts of the world, they're known for like ripping off others and just making fake tacky versions of the thing with more quality. This is what I see the Binance Smart Chain and other similar projects within the Binance ecosystem. Not to say that there isn't value within the ecosystem, not to say that there isn't a thriving ecosystem. It's just like, it's like Ethereum is alpha, and then Binance Smart Chain, in my opinion, is like a beta version, so there's still going to be activity going on there, whatnot, but it's just like, it's not the same. There isn't the same range of coins. It's just not the same, it's just not the same. But you can still make money if you get in early. So to answer your question, exactly what is the question? Beyond this cycle, I don't really think that Binance, pancake swap will really have a future. It's just because of high gas fees. Like let's say ETH gas fees are to be insignificant and it's not going to be an issue. Why would you still use pancake swap when you have probably all of the same coins, if not more, on Uniswap and probably 1 inch? Like you wouldn't want to, or I wouldn't want to trade somewhere where there's like less liquidity, less trading pairs. But I could be wrong, But in my opinion, I just think this is a gimmick. And yeah, in the last 30 days, gas fees have been quite high. In terms of Bitcoin and Ethereum value and just fiat value in general, it does seem to be sort of stabilizing here. I mean, hey, I could be very wrong. So don't take my word as law, because I'm not perfect when it comes to crypto. No one is really. But yeah, that's just my opinion. If you hold less than 1k, don't use Uniswap. Yeah, I pretty much agree with you, man. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Even if, I mean, like for you to effectively like yield farm on Uniswap, because I tried this last year, you would need like several thousand. So between like 2-3k, I would say, is like a minimum. Because anything other than that, like, it's just not worth it, It's just not worth it. Especially if gas fees are only going to get higher from here. If let's say we have like a $4,000-5,000 Ethereum in like 4 or 5 months. Gas fees are not going to be 108 Gwei. They're going to be several times higher than that. So yeah, even trading on 1 inch as well, I would say you need a couple K on there as well. So next best thing is your buddy here, Pancake Swap or Binance. That's just how it is. Or KuCoin, but KuCoin, I don't know. They had. I'm not sure if you guys remember me mentioning this on my channel. I got called a propagandist, if that's a word. But basically, KuCoin, they got hacked in like November-ish last year, and apparently that was actually North Korea who hacked KuCoin, and then they used that money to fund their fucking nuclear program, which is just like, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't make it up. So I would be careful on KuCoin, because I'm not 100% if funds have actually been returned. I haven't really been keeping up to date. But hold on, let me. Ooh, shit, man. Shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is another coin to look out for as well. Exceed Me. Market cap 33 mil. You can see here it had a nice rebound from its you could say more or less that around 53 cent or so was the support, even though it did go below there, so like 46. But this coin, NFTs, it doesn't have it here, but they are to do with NFTs and gaming, I believe. The Martini guy, he's the one who told me about this coin, so shouts out to him. Excuse me. And what was I talking about? Man, my mind just wanders all over the place. You'll have like $200 left after. Yeah, man, I agree with you. Benchmark protocol. Hey, man, if you're bullish on bench, then buy it. Like, no one's stopping you. But I would just be careful, man, because let's see the trading pairs for benchmark protocol. I mean, market cap is very, very small, very, very small, but it's only available on Uniswap, man. I would need to do some research into this coin, but yeah, that's enough on that now. Looks. What do you think on ADA? How high can it go by the end of the year? I answered this already. What did this guy put? Holy shit. Oh yeah, I sort of banned swearing on my channel. But ADA. Cool. Yeah, man, this fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. Just this year alone, like that, man, like man, that is 3,000 3,300x. Okay, 3,300. Just a little £200, 660 grand if you'd put in £200 in this coin just 20 days ago. But let me move on from this one, because this is getting me upset. You wanted ADA, yeah? You wanted ADA. Is it Kraken that has the best price history? I mean, ADA. Where is the best price for ADA? I can see it respecting these fib levels here. So obviously now we're at this. I mean, we not at the level now, but we did get up to it, surpassed it. I think we went up to 151. Now we are sort of resting between the white SMMA and the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. So yeah, potential accumulation phase, as I mentioned in today's video, which if you haven't watched, go check that out after this. Although it's more or less the same thing. but I wouldn't mind you guys watching it. But yeah, key fib levels to watch: $2.20, $3.60, then $5.10, then lastly $5.08. Now obviously this will be sort of stagnated. I don't know how exactly it's going to happen, but I can see consolidation, maybe breakout, rejection, consolidation. This is obviously going to take months to play out, but yeah, in the same parabolic fashion that we've gone up here, as Bitcoin is going crazy basically, and as the developments of the roadmap for Cardano, which I'm not going to go over now, as they begin to unfold, there's more developers on the platform or whatever, this will hopefully go up in price. I don't know if there's currently many developers on Cardano. I know there's developers on Ethereum and Bitcoin, but I haven't really done the fundamental research like that. But yeah, these just key fib levels. If you want to learn how to draw a fib, you go to here, the third one down from options on the left, and I'd like to add them to my favorites. Go to fib retracement, then you get the swing high to the swing low. So that's to calculate the extension upwards. Yeah, so you get the highest point, then the lowest point, more or less, and then that gives you the swing high to swing low. And let's say you're doing the opposite, you wanted to get fib extension to the downside, then how do I do this now? So same thing, and then if I can draw from, sorry guys, trading view is a bit fiddly and I like to make it, but yeah, you draw from the swing low to the swing high, and then that gives you the reverse Fibonacci retracement levels, and it just sort of gives you an idea of where the price could come back down to before it goes up. So not to say that this is guaranteed, but we can see here price came up, and then now it's within this Fibonacci retracement level here. So they work both to the upside and to the downside. But I'm just going to delete that now, and just because it's not something we need to concern ourselves with. When we do eventually top out, that's when you'd want to draw the fib from the bottom to the top, and then you can sort of look for levels, and that this would sort of be if you're trading it to the downside, but we don't need to worry about that for now. Was there any other questions? No to this question, in my opinion. Holy shit. Pancake swap is pretty gimmicky. Early adopters that sell will make money. Holding it will leave you with heavy bags. Yeah, I got some ADA in there, but scares me since mostly white paper for them. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, pancake swap, it's not a good buy for him, in my opinion. Obviously, if you go in early and you're up, sell some, let the rest ride. But ADA, like, this is like, I've said this several times, but it's like being in it's like being into the internet in like the early phases, like when shit was like all pixelated and there was like barely any CPU power. It's exactly the same thing, just for a different technology. So in the same way that we're trying to find like scaling solutions and all of that stuff, this industry is just basically built around the hype. So if you have a good narrative around your coin, like you're interoperable, yada yada yada, then you'll do well. But yeah, for most of the coins within like the top 10 maybe, well, especially ADA and DOT, they're mostly trading on hype because they don't really have a product as of yet. But it is something to bear in mind. Obviously, these pumps aren't going to last forever, but make the most of it while you can. Any other coins that I've forgotten to cover? So I've talked about the graph, accumulation phase. I've talked about Parsec, engine I mentioned. Binance Coin, I mean, not that it's the best buy right now, but it is showing support on this white line here, which is a good sign. How long is it likely to continue? I don't know. I wouldn't really say it's forming any such pattern right now. Just have to give it time. But let's have a look. Chainlink as well, having a strong rebound from this $30 or $24 level or so. This would be a good quality long-term project to hold as well. Like, I could see this being like a very much a gem, despite not getting in now. Looking into like the future of like crypto and shit, this market cap, in my opinion, is still very, very small, because if everything is going to be on the blockchain, then oracles will be like, they'll be like, what's the word? I guess you could say like the Google of like of crypto and everything. If that, because that data is going to be needed for various use cases within crypto itself. But obviously this is like far out into the future. But hey man, you get paid to be a visionary, so you have to see things others don't. Shit then. So API free, I forgot about this one. It did a 60% bump in a day. Available on OKX and some other exchanges, Uniswap as well. But fuck, 60% in a fucking day, and it's still within this accumulation phase as well. This is another oracle. I believe it's a decentralized oracle. So definitely more upside, especially if it wants to like take some of Chainlink's market share. API free, I believe it's like a couple hundred. Yeah, it's like $120 billion market cap, and yeah, just like under, excuse me, just under a 10x to get to where Chainlink is. Definitely possible. Yeah, that's mainly that. Any other questions, guys? Let me know before I tune out. Elrond in a consolidation phase. According to Tokenmetrics, this is a good quality long-term hold. I can't remember what this project does exactly, but yeah, it's looking quite good. Potential either broadening wedge or bull flag is sort of hard to say. This is on the log scale, so it's not going to be the same on a normal scale. In fact, just let's have a look for fun. Okay, so bullish flag, whatever you want to call it. The most important thing though is that we're more or less trading above this white line here. Bounced off of this fib extension. Good. And yeah, trending upwards, consolidating before the next leg up, which could take several weeks, months, who knows. But keep your eyes on Elrond. Even though it has had a lot of exponential growth, I think it's worth keeping an eye on. Voyager as well. Mate. This is getting me upset, man. It's getting me upset. Look at this. 365x. Ah, Jesus Christ. Tesla. So Tesla's bouncing off of this 200 SSMA. Good sign. This is a scam wick. I don't believe it bounced up that high. But yeah, as Bitcoin continues to do its thing, I'm sure Tesla will continue to trade higher. In the past as well, this is an anomaly, but generally in the past we have bounced off of the orange line, more or less, in a bullish trend, at least anyway. And yeah, I do believe Tesla is still within this bullish trend. It's still setting macro higher lows. I don't see us going back down to these levels here. Obviously, we did have a large pump because of I'm guessing stimulus and shit like that, and yeah, it was just a good time for Tesla, being listed in S&P 500 and other fundamental events like that. But yeah, definitely a project to keep an eye on, especially for like the rest of the decade, because they're also getting into energy as well. If they can revolutionize the energy industry the same way they are trying to revolutionize the car industry, then it could mean big things for the Tesla price. And in fact, I'm not sure if you guys know is it Kathy Wood from ARK Invest? But she basically predicts that Tesla could go to like ARK. She predicts that Tesla could go to 7,000 or so in yeah, this lady, she's very, very smart. She called Bitcoin, she called Tesla, she's called a number of other things that I can't remember. But as I was saying, she's predicting in the next couple of years or so, Tesla could go to like 7,000. And this was before the stock split though, so I don't know what that readjusted figure would be, but it would be a lot higher than where it currently is now. And yeah, this is definitely like a growth stock for like the rest of our lives, because the future is going to be like sustainable resources and, you know, things of that nature. So obviously, even though we're like 10 years late into like buying Tesla, it's still not too late in the grand scheme of things, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, that's enough about Tesla. Nvidia, this company, they trade like chips and things like that for crypto mining and things of that nature. But you can see how well they've done in like the last year or so. Currently tailing off in this accumulation phase, I would say, being supported by the 200 SMMA. This fucking trading view is so fucking annoying, man. They've changed their settings now where you can't really like. And let me not ramble. But yeah, that is that. I think I got MicroStrategy up here as well. So yeah, if you guys are bullish on Bitcoin, then you should be bullish on MicroStrategy as well. This is on FTX, so don't really worry about that. But basically, this is going up. Obviously, relative to where we were, 1,300 is undervalued, so it's undervalued by like 50% more or less. So I'm not saying it's going to give you the best ROI, but have it on your radar. EXPI as well, they're not really I mean, this is a retail company. They had a stock split recently. They've done quite well leading up to the stock split, and yeah, their PE ratio is quite high though, so that's why I didn't really buy in. The time to buy in was around here, so you'd want to wait for another crash / dip or touch of the orange line before you enter, in my opinion. Aave as well, having a nice strong bounce after its parabolic ascension, basically. And Kusama as well, doing okay. Uniswap trending upwards. PokerStarter, this coin is basically for like IDOs, initial DEX offering. So if you want to get into pre-sales, excuse me. If you wanted to get into pre-sales, then this coin would be it. Most coins on this platform have done quite well, but there is inherent risk with IDOs. The only thing I don't like about PokerStarter is that if you do hold the tokens, you're not guaranteed to get in on the pre-sale, which it just defeats the purpose, in my opinion. The website doesn't seem to be loading. You basically get into like a raffle or some shit like that, but yeah, it's not guaranteed, which is a bit annoying. PokerStarter, there's pools as well, similar project in terms of getting into IDOs, but on the Ethereum ecosystem. Cosmos, an interoperable blockchain as well. You've seen some of the partners that they have, Terra, to name a few. I can't remember all of them, but yeah, they've done they've done very well. Stellar as well, being partnered with, I think it was it Russia or Iran for a stable coin, trending upwards. Very nice to see. In terms of ROI, you tend to see the best ROI within the uptrend, at least when price sort of touches the orange line. As of yet, that hasn't really happened, so I'm not really gonna buy any. Talked about PokerStarter already. This is against wrapped Ethereum on Uniswap. More or less the same chart as against USD. Carver as well, looking good, looking like a cup and handle, potentially had a touch on the orange line here. If this is a cup and handle, like, I would take this with a huge pinch of salt, really, because these altcoins, TA doesn't really work on them as such. It's just like, yeah, let me just leave it at that. But if this is to be a giant cup and handle, then potentially this could go to like $8.70, $9. You would have to look into like the fundamentals and what's going on behind the scenes for this project. But against Bitcoin, this coin is doing okay. I recommended buying it here. It did trend upwards, and this is in the despair phase of the market cycle. So when you're in the despair phase, that is often the best time to buy it. Even now, especially with it being underneath the orange line. I don't own any, just for full disclosure, but yeah, this is it's a good buy in my opinion. Nexo as well. It's a utility token for the Nexo platform. So if you want to take out loans against your crypto, you can hold Nexo and then you get a lower interest rate in terms of what you're paying. And yeah, it's quite good. You also get price appreciation. So I was trading this coin. Should have just held on to it, really, but oh well, it is what it is. Reef as well seems fairly low in its market cap, in its price valuation in comparison to where it's been previously. VeChain Thor as well has had a nice pullback in terms of its previous evaluation. It peaked out at around 0.0089 cent. It's currently at around 0.005 or so. So heavy discount. I also recommend you guys follow where is it? Forecast City on TradingView. So their calls aren't perfect, but a lot of the times, if you sort of do your own due diligence, like independent research, then they can give you some good calls. I haven't picked any of their calls as such. I've been doing my own research, but yeah, if we just have a look at them quickly now. So it's saying to buy Doge potentially. I mean, could be a good buy, but I mean, yeah, it actually could be a good buy, to be honest. But like I said, take it with a pinch of salt. I don't invest in Doge. Another coin, I think FTX. Yep, so FTX potentially looking like a good buy. I would wait for this pullback here of this potential inverse head and shoulders before getting in. But it has broken out of this downtrend here, which is a good sign. And we have seen exchange tokens do well this cycle. So my guess is that it would most likely continue. BNB, what are they saying about BNB? Similar thing, broken out of the downtrend, yada, all that jazz. Inverse head and shoulders, all that jazz you can see here. But yeah, that is mainly that. The last one it said was Ethereum. So yeah, another inverse head and shoulders potentially. Even if it isn't an inverse head and shoulders, Ethereum is definitely going to go back to 2K in the next couple months or so. Do I have any other coins? Ren. This coin is to do with getting Bitcoin onto other blockchains. Previously, when we were at this level, it just went absolutely ballistic and like pumped 45% in a day, and it's currently back at these levels that we were in mid-February mid-February. So potentially a good buy. Bancor as well, doing bits, up 11% today, bouncing off of the 8 SMA. Yeah, that is looking. I mean, it's looking good actually. I would wait for a pullback though before getting in on that. YFI, not really a token worth holding in my opinion, unless you like buy it here and then we'll move on from this. We talked about 1 inch already. Dash, potentially a good buy. This coin does have utility, but I would hope, I'd need it to break out of this downtrend that it's in. So this downtrend would be, maybe it has already broken out the downtrend actually. If we go on the 4-hourly, so yeah, it has broken out the downtrend, came down to retest it, and now it's breaking up higher. So potentially a good buy here. This was the consolidation capitulation phase, and now we go back into mooning basically. Every time more or less it goes undervalued and is below our moving averages, we then in the next couple weeks, months, whatever, we then see moonage basically. So yeah, not much else to say. LINKTREE, this coin is I think it's on the Polkadot ecosystem if I'm not mistaken. It's to do with identities on the blockchain, which it's not a big deal at the moment, but it is a big idea. It's a I think they're on the Polkadot ecosystem if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. I think they are. But yeah, if you're thinking like, you know, when you always want to like log into or use different platforms or whatever, the idea of this, I'm guessing, or from my understanding, would be that you'd have like one user ID or whatever, and then you would be able to log into several different platforms, as well as helping towards decentralized finance loans that are under collateralized. So if you have a good like trust score, quote unquote, then this blockchain would facilitate that and provide that data to other blockchains that are in the DeFi borrowing and lending space. At the moment, it is fairly undervalued. It's still within this accumulation phase, I believe. With a market cap of 150 mil, it's early, very, very early. So it depends on what you want to do. If you want to be a value investor, hold until like it does its thing, then you're gonna have to hold a while. If you're degen, you want quick gains, then look at the other coins I mentioned. Luna, oof, we've already talked about this baby already. Go baby, go, come on. So it's in. Okay, I wouldn't say it's a broadening wedge. What? Basically, it's still within this accumulation phase, more or less, in my opinion. Once it breaks out, then that's when you'll see real moonage from this coin. But until then, I mean, shit, I can't complain. I bought this coin at a good time, man. and I also told you guys to buy at a good time as well. So if you did listen to me, then congrats. I wouldn't really take profits as of yet because this is a monthly hold. So you know, I'd sort of wait for like at least this fib level here, $12 or so. Token metrics is saying that, hold on, wait, yeah, this is Luna, right? Yeah, token metrics is potentially saying we could see levels of around $9 or so for this coin if this thing will load. Come on. And yeah, don't take this with like 100% accuracy, but yeah, you can see here around $9 or so. This could either underperform or outperform the recommendation or prediction for the price of Luna. But in terms of fib levels, $12.20, that's my target. Well, when we break out of this ascending channel anyway. But yeah, looking good, looking really good. Just need to wait for this crossover to happen, this wave to start trending upwards, and then we are headed to the freaking moon, baby. Okay, so those are all of the coins I have on my list. Do I have any more questions? I do not. Had only 5k coins, not of reef. Is it better to leave it for long term or better to do trading on ups and dips? Oh shit! So there are a lot of questions. Fuck. Bought pundi X with upcoming burn at the end of shit. Then, all right. So if there's a burn, if anytime you hear burn, you need to get excited because literally every time there's a token burn, the price goes up. Like maybe not straight away, but it goes up within a day, week, whatever it is. So pundi X. Where's the comment? Pundi X, pundi. What's the ticker? NXP or MPX or something? MPX. Shit then. Yeah, if there's a token burn for pundi, I would recommend buying it because look, Nexo, yeah, just to compare, I know they're not the same at all. But just to give you an understanding, so Nexo, yeah, they had a little token burn. What the fuck? They had a token burn in where is it? December, yeah. So this is just from the token burn, not from people buying it, whatever. Because I go back on my channel, you can see I predicted it, but. Basically, from the token burn, yeah, which was announced, was it early December? I think it was early Feb or early December. Sorry, if not mid December. In and around this region, whether it's here or like even here itself, the token burn led to a sharp increase in price. So obviously, you know, the shortening or contracting supply, if demand stays the same or even increases, then there you go. There's your crazy pump. Not rocket science. So now looking at pundi, NPXS, is it? NPXS. Yeah, now looking at pundi, if there's a token burn, what's the current circulating supply? Ooh, okay, so a lot of the circulating supply is out already, which is even better for this upcoming token burn. I might have to buy some, you know. I might have to buy some. Yeah. But yeah, guys, anything you hear about a token burn or like a buyback, that's gold, okay? So refinance, I know I mentioned this, I know I'm going over in circles, but refinance towards the later part of the year, they will have, or they're planning to potentially implement a token buyback via their treasury. So yeah, if you just continue to look out for these events, you just plop your money in, you can just, you know, continue to grow your stack. QSP. QSP, we'll have a look. QSP. How's my trade doing? Oh shit. Okay, not that crazy. I thought I saw 89%. Quant stamp 32. Yeah, low cap. I don't know what the coin does. I'm not gonna go over it at the moment because I just yeah, I'm just not gonna go over it at the moment. But QSP. So against Bitcoin, it's in a okay shit then. Fuck. So against Bitcoin, it's in a hyperinflationary collapse, you could say. Against USD though, I'm sure it's doing quite well. Not so much, but I know this is from the 2017 bull run, whatever. I mean, in terms of life in the project and like, you know, development, watching it grow, it's not really a good sign that we haven't even come up to these levels. But I mean, nah, not for me, just not for me. I mean, yeah, there's better coins, man. Like you want coins that have fundamental activity within them, you know, like this. Although the ROI, I'm sure, has been pretty good from like March bottom or whatever, not even from the March bottom. Yeah, you just want coins that have more ongoing activity, you know. In my opinion, anyway. Yeah, Tesla innovating batteries. Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Especially with inflation as well, Tesla stock will continue to increase in price. I'll probably cash out some of my crypto into Tesla, to be honest, during the bear market, and then I can like short and shit. Only thing is that competitors with batteries is capacitors, and it will take decades until capacitors can store similar charges to current day batteries. Yeah, I do agree with you that the current battery technology will take a while. I have sort of taken that into consideration, but they're trying their best, you know. They obviously it's gonna take time to find the most optimal battery that contains as much energy as possible. But with many companies working on the same issue, that should sort of shorten the time frame for these companies to go more green. There was a tweet I saw the other day that basically by like 2025 to 2030, a lot of these companies are trying to go green. So like Honda, I'm not sure if it was Honda, but Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, obviously Tesla, you know, a number of them. So if they're all working on at least the battery side of like the technology, then that, in my opinion, would allow for the development to happen a lot quicker. But I do remember Elon Musk talking about there being a shortage of like, you know, world-class engineers around the world. So that is also a factor. But yeah, like that's why you invest, right? You have a narrative, you have like a potential outcome that you think can happen. You put your money in, and you sort of you know, wait for it to come into fruition, I guess, is the simplest way of explaining. Only had 5k coins of reef is the bet. So you had 5k coins, not dollars, of reef. Is it better to leave it for long term, or is it better to trade on ups and downs? So I mean, how much is reef? What is the price of reef now? It's like 5 cents now, right? 5-6 cents. I mean, if you want to grow your reef stack, then I would say trade it on Binance, because that's how we make our money in crypto. Investing is like slow money, you know. That's like tortoise money. It's just, you wait years. Hodling, you're not gonna get rich hodling, like, or you will, but it will take an extraordinary long amount of time. You want to trade, you know. If you're really bullish on reef and maybe not so confident in your trading ability, then like go half and half, trade half, invest half. But in general, man, you just want to, well, my outlook is to try trade things. So like, for example, buy it now, wait for it to just get to like here. In fact, yeah, just wait for it to get overextended, get to at least all-time high, or some other form of indicator indicating that we're at the top. Then you sell it again, and then you wait for it to go back down. And like, if you do that like twice, I'm sure you'd grow your stack by at least like 2-3x maybe. So that's 61%. And then let's say it comes back down to like this level here, yeah, and then it goes higher to, I don't know. This is all subjective, and you know, there's no real science behind this, but basically from 260% moves, if you buy the bottom, sell the top, you can have potentially 120% from just 2 moves. And you just want to repeat that process. But also, I wouldn't sell everything, because it could also go higher than you expect. So what maybe could be a better solution is just buy it now, and then as it gets to here, take some profit, so like whether it's 10, 20, 30% or whatever. With that same profit that you've taken out, you add back to your stack, and you still have that core amount in case the price does go higher than you expect. So yeah, that's really been it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope it's been helpful. Hope you've got some good long-term gems. And yeah, that's mainly been the video. So see you soon. Bye bye.